harness it again.
Not too bad shooting there. And I pat you on the back and give a lay on hands to bring you back up to Max.
I was gonna say,
as soon as he does that and I feel the magic hit me, I jerk my shoulder away and I go, "Watch where you put your hands, holy man."
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep that in mind for the future.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who's never getting a lay on hands again? Dick.
If we have just if we have just this minute, I can do this 10 this. I can do some. I can help lessen the pain, and
you do hear the weather start to take a turn as rain starts to drizzle down a bit.
Well, could we possibly maybe get to a place of shelter of some kind and not be in the rain and then do the healing? Or
we can go to the temple.
The temple that you live in?
Yes. It's right around the corner.
Ooh, temples.
Would we be welcome there?
High ceilings.
Space.
I believe so.
Doorways higher than 5 feet.
Oh, trust me, she gets very excited in big spaces.
So does Maring, actually.
Yes.
Is it close?
Yes, just out and I kind of like shape the water like an air umbrella around us.
Oh, I help.
Go down the street.
I help for the rest of us, and I make it extra high for. For our.
She actually tries to like avoid it, and she likes the rain.
Causing that, and I bring it back. All right.
Yeah.
If you want it, it's here.
Hey, merci. Merci. I do appreciate.
Your hands and the bubble sort of surrounds to protect you all. Whoever decides to stay under it as a double bubble.
Another
shape
sponsor.
of water able to. Oh, I forgot. That's still a thing. So guiding them through the storm as people are seeking out shelter. It takes only a couple minutes as the Order of the Ascendant Dragon's temple is available to you, and your groundskeeper master Darius greets you and sees your friends and I did not know we were expecting guests. You seem to have had an eventful day.
My friends.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Oaxaca looks like a wet hawk. Which
And he quickly waves his hand with prestidigitation, and your feathers just kind of the dry up with the droplets dissipating from you.
Oh,
Arlin takes a step away from that, just like, no.
Oh, that one doesn't like magic. He's very.
Oh no! He's fine.
Sorry.
He's fine. He's fine. I prestidigitate to make it.
He's not. He's very mean.
No, he's not. He's not.
Angry
And then
all the time.
No, he's
As they
not.
all,
Luna,
And I
Luna.
cast.
as they all say this, I walk past the druid into the temple.
I cast as he's walking. I cast prestidigitation to like let his feathers like lay back down. He was a little puffy for a second.
So as like it's kind of going back and forth, this like strange like he's wet, he's not, he's wet, he's not. Coming into the temple, are you Andi that Luna has spoken so much of?
Yes, I am. But
Oh,
Luna, you've spoken of me.
hello.
We haven't spoken in
Welcome.
years. Oh, thank
Childhood
you.
friends and
Yes,
difficult
yes,
situations.
it is. The with distant. We just try to still attach ourselves to the past in a way that is mindful of being able to enjoy the present. But you have come up and many times with your beautiful renditions of eclectic songs of so many things.
Mentor. Thank you. I'll finish for.
Well, I would just say we have many instruments for that
we're
help
tired.
and assist with it.
We're tired.
Oh, actually, Luna. I mean, I'm not. I could definitely honor your mentor with a song if that was requested, especially if we are to be staying here tonight for your hospitality.
I would not impose anything you do not want to do. I am just allowing you to afford yourselves the amenities that we have that help with bringing about clear minds and you could see that like as Luna's just engrossingly just seeing their mentor, one of several of the, as it is a title for apprentices like Luna. But we will have accommodations made for you if you'd like. We have nothing of just of the fancy hotels, but no money has to be spent, and you're welcome, of course. All of you. We can make whatever need be.
Thank you, mentor. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And may Bahamut guide you all, of course.
Tomorrow we trust.
He just kind of like gracefully goes out of the way, and you do hear, like the different bells and sounds seem to be coming from this kind of unknown wind and breeze. It's soft, it's gentle, but it's inviting, and there's a lot of different monks, all similar garb. They're just kind of like softly meditating and taking in the time. There's a lot who are just reading and doing those like cool circle patterns that kind of weave in and out, and they're like the Zen walks almost. There's a couple doing that, and in the center of the temple is this beautiful tree with a seemingly like unnatural beam of light coming down into the center, cascading through the branches, like a half dome over it, just this nice, beautiful, radiant light. And you can see there are these runes that are kind of surrounding the perimeter of it, enchanting it to bring the light into this tree. The wood carved in twisting forms and shapes, and upon closer inspection, the tree itself kind of looks like it's carved with scale patterns in it, but naturally forming on it, as there are 6 branches that extend out from the base of the tree, each illuminating these almost like golden reddish colored leaves that are coming from it. It is a beautiful, serene spot.
It's the tree of Tamara. Tamara, she watches over us. So where I believe Mentor Loma spends his time now.
do you mean by that?
My mentor died.
I'm so sorry.
They're in the Umbra. With dragons.
Know what that is?
Yes. The Umbra, knowing that it is the overlapping dimension of where the undead, the tend to be what is believed to be the realm of anything infernal, but also there is a area within the Umbra Mortis, where the dead reside in a peaceful state for the most part.
Waka kind of shivers at the mention of the undead area and like.
For all
Also-
of us. That was it.
How long ago did they pass?
It's about 2 months.
2 weeks.
3 or 4 weeks. 2 weeks.
How
Fine.
long does it take to travel here, Michael?
From where you were,
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's about from the region that you're in. You're not too far up north towards like the tundra area, but more northern of the kingdom's perimeter. So
Right.
that's about, since you're going to the peninsula, it's about a week's travel
Okay. So,
if you're really
Mhm.
huffing it.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, my condolences. I'm very...
Were you
I'm
gonna
very
try to
sorry.
bring him back?
No. Jamais.
Good.
Finn, how
I
do
would-
you respond when you hear Luna say that?
You very well shouldn't be bringing people back. It's not right.
Natural.
Exactly.
I'm glad there are more who agree and pense that way.
Kind of don't answer, and I just go.
Is there... You are still hurt, and so are other people. Is there a place that just 10 minutes and I can help?
There are healing tubs and kind of sauna type areas, small rooms that you can find that Luna would know exactly where they located.
Mhm.
Right. Past the tree. She's
She's-
also a goddess of healing, so the baths are right this way.
Well, I can also just say a prayer for everyone, a day, and I can help.
Gods, dragons approve. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, she would, if we have a moment, she would definitely, it takes 10 minutes to cast, but prayer of healing, and then it's 2d8 plus stuff to people.
While
Fantastic.
Arlin is
Yeah.
praying, Andi reaches down to her lyre and gestures to Luna. Luna, would it be appropriate if I play a song for your mentor?
I would like that, actually.
All right. And I'm going to play a song called Forest of Pity. In honor of Luna's mentor at the base of the tree.
What instrument are you using?
My lyre.
As you take a moment to kind of soak in this beautiful radiant energy that's coming from above. It guides your hands to play alongside the flutes and the bells that you hear, this harmony entering of this very nice, like, staccato type use of notes to match the energy that comes with the different concentration that all of the monks are doing within this meditative time at night. And all of you start to feel a bit more warmth and kind of peaceful energy coming from the radiant light. And your minds still kind of collectively look into that moment that you seem to have all shared in a dream or a nightmare, possibly some sort of vision, connection. What could it have been? And it's definitely going to linger into your minds as the night goes on, where you'll individually will eventually find rest. Before we finish for our night, is there anything else anyone wants to do? We'll start with Mike.
Oaxaca, where there are rooms in this place, I guess we'll be staying.
Yeah, they're like meditative rooms, but they're also like kind of these open boarding rooms of just very simple mattress on the floor. It is sparse, minimal lifestyle here. Very kind of Buddhist, approach to it all.
I kind of whisper to Andi as she's playing, like, I'm gonna take the girl in the back by the rat whenever you're ready. And keeping an eye on Finn, one last lingering look, I go, fucking hell. Walk to the back, and I go into the room, and as I go in there, I immediately shake off the serape and just let the feathers go free for a quick minute to stretch them out. Like, oh, fucking. Fold them back up. And then I immediately take out my little kit of tinker's tools and gun repair weapons, and I set them up in like a ritualistic way. And I lay out the revolver and the rifle in a ritual that I've done probably thousands of times before. I unload them and I begin to take them apart and individually clean the parts, just counting up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look through the barrel, make sure everything's clean until both rifles are fully clean.
All right.
Looking definitely cleaner than I am, and I just, with now my cloak off, no hat, I'm just sitting like bare-chested in the doorway. I pull out did I see other monks smoking, or is that like a...
I mean, yeah, it's not uncommon. There's probably a couple.
I pull out a short, like what looks like a cob, almost like a really rustic-looking wooden pipe that is a straight line with a little bowl at the end, very much in a Native American aesthetic. And I top it off with a little bit of a greenish-looking tobacco, and I light the ember, and I'm just sitting in the dark, and I'm watching Andi play as I smoke. But Finn, you'll note that as the ember of the smoke lights the side of his face in the dark, he is still staring straight at you.
All right.
That's where I stay until Andi comes to our shared room and sleeps.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Maring next.
Cool. Maring is gonna go up to Finn and just be like, "You good?"
Oh, I'm fine.
All right. That was so much fun, wasn't it?
Always a blast.
All right, she's gonna lift her skirt, and it's like covered in gun residue, and blood, and she's just gonna be like, "I'm gonna go wash this."
Probably a solid call.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't shoot through it. That would have been real bad. I mean, I have an extra one, but can't be
come
giving
on.
away my secrets. You know what I mean?
Come on, a little peephole there isn't leads a little something to the imagination.
You're always a funny one. You're a funny one. And she walks away as she goes to the washroom. She will wash her skirt, and then hang it to dry in her room.
It is this huge community pool, deep
lovely,
perfectly carved tub.
Cool.
And there are lines where you see mainly just tunics and robes and just kind of hanging out.
She'll put it on the line, and then she'll pick a room.
It is the most standing out piece of clothing in the entire line.
Dark forest green. Dark forest green, a long skirt, kind of plain, she hangs it on the line. She'll pick a room that has a window facing out towards the city.
Okay.
And then she'll kind of sit by the window. She has these pants on. It's not a lot of change, so she doesn't jingle, but it's detailing. And she'll take out her short swords, put them away. She does have shin guards as well. The pants kind of stop where her ankles would be because she has rabbit feet, and she has shin guards that cover her foot that let her toes hang out. So she'll take off her shin guards, put them away, and we'll sit by the window. She'll pull out her drum and then just kind of play a little rhythm. And Squibbles comes out, and he kind of shakes his little salamander body to the rhythm. And she'll do that until she gets a little tired and falls asleep, unless someone comes to talk to her while she's doing that.
Okay. Andi.
So Andy is going to play for a bit. And then as she's walking toward the room that she's to share with Oaxaca, she walks past the room where Maring is drumming and knocks softly on the door.
Hey, come in.
Oh, hi. I heard you drumming.
Yeah. She pulls out her little. It's not like a full drum. It's the size of a banjo, but it's on a stick.
It's
my drum. Double-sided. Yeah.
That was great. You want to jam a bit?
Fuck yeah.
You overhear as you're saying this. It's obviously you're being very casual. You hear a couple, you see a couple of bunks just kind of
What is this jam they're talking?
What is this jam you speak of?
They just kind of less kind of casually try not to listen, but are totally listening.
I mean, you can join us too. I mean, music is for community.
Yes,
you
by
can.
all means.
That's great. Yeah, Maring is not any way, shape, or form technically trained in the drum. She just uses it for the arena, and she for other things as well. So she'll try and improv with you, but she eventually catches a rhythm while you're playing.
Yeah. I mean, Andy listens to the rhythm that you are doing and really tries to encourage you. This is I really love this, and she's trying to jam along and follow your lead actually.
Oh yeah, and then Squibbles is all over the floor, just
2 and 4.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, definitely follow her lead, and then when they're finished, they're kind of winding down, and I'm glad we actually met today.
I kind of knew we would. I don't know. I was talking to Finn on the way here, and I was literally talking about the dream. So I guess in a way, I kind of knew that we would meet. I'm really glad we did too. And she puts up her hand to fist bump you.
She fist bumps you back.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about Oaxaca and Finn. There's a lot there. honestly, I don't know it, but I do know there's a lot there. But
Well,
so if you talk to him, can you apologize for me?
I definitely will, but just know it's probably not needed. Finn is a pretty understanding dude, and to be honest, I didn't even know about his job until today.
Oh, really?
Really.
Well, how did you come to be traveling with a hallowed? Like, you're very...
Well, we didn't
rock.
travel together. Well, we met in the marketplace, but he's been to Tertalia a couple times. We met there,
Oh, okay.
my hometown. Also, don't be sorry for your friend. Honestly, he should be sorry tomorrow because he stole my kill, and I'm gonna get him back for that. Don't tell him though.
Well, I won't. I won't. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I just think there's some bad blood there, so which yeah,
You know,
it's hard.
how we settle bad blood in Tertalia is well, at least how we do it in the gladiator circuit is that just fight it out, and until you're both so tired that you can't anymore, and then you just get a beer afterward. They'll figure it out, don't worry.
All right. Well, this has been fun, but should get
Yeah,
some
it's been
sleep.
great. We'll jam later, right, Squibbles? And Squibbles will probably like actually run onto your shoulder and just
I love him.
quit bothering her. Come on.
Crawls back
Right.
into your hand real quick.
Good night,
Well,
Andy.
Good night. And I leave, and I actually I go to the room where Oaxaca is. I think about getting in touch with Luna, but I don't, for the moment anyway. And I go to the room that Oaxaca's in, and I enter. And I think a lot about when Luna said that they could call my mum before I go to bed.
I say to her as she walks in. So, what do you think?
About what? The group? It's a group.
And I kind of give her the side eye and I go, I'm talking about the paladin.
Well, I just talked to Maring, and she assured me he's open-minded. I don't know if that's possible with the Hallowed, but I guess we'll find out if we're stuck together.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's see if he's more of the, you can practice any religion you want kind, and not the follow Bahamut who will stab everybody in your family kind.
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Mm-hmm. I take a long drag of the pipe and I go, fucking weird dreams.
Yeah. Well, speaking of dreams, I'm going to get beauty sleep. Thank you. So if you could keep your smoke over there, that'd be fantastic.
Excuse me, princess.
And I use prestidigitation to put out your cigar, put out your pipe.
Oh,
Call me princess one more time.
I tap out the pipe into like a little waste basket and try not to get it on the ground of the temple. And I kind of go to the back wall by the door where I put my little pad just so I can keep an eye on the door, and I have the revolver strapped to my hip and the rifle right next to me on the ground as I lean back against the wall and begin to fall asleep as well.
All right. Luna, what are we up to?
Out their pipe just like on the floor. Like this. Just like they do it all the time, they don't care. And then they fill it back up with the same kind of. And wait, who's left in the like the tree area? Oh, okay. So I turn to Arlin. And I'm like, is healing easier, or just different?
C'est différent. It depends on I guess the reason, the why, and how it all happened, and to the extent as well. Because you can't heal everything, and there are some people that you cannot help, and that is one of the hardest things that you have to learn.
I would like that better than fire. I like doing that.
It's oui, but he was not good. They were bad, and they were going to hurt other people. I don't know. I think I was the only one who hurt, but they were going to hurt the bard from the tavern. You did a good thing, Claude.
Thank you for healing me and helping
Are-
me.
Are you well? Do you need more?
No, I'm full and healthy.
I'm glad to hear that. Do you mind if I try something with Tamara? Tamara?
The god?
The tree.
In what way?
I want, if I can, Arlen is going to use the Furbog trait and do a speech of beast and leaf.
So like Luna quickly like right. But if anyone asks, I was in bed.
Oui, d'accord.
Right.
Yes, oui. But so it's just simple communications. It's nothing. She's just trying to see if she hears anything, if there's any kind of response, or just even if she can contact, because she's never exactly tried to contact a god plant before.
Right. So, from what I understand, Luna, this tree is kind of like a representation of the many dragon gods that you follow in your order.
Yeah. It's sort of symbolic of the entire sort of pantheon.
Right. So yeah,
But
it's
there
an
have
interweaving tapestry.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but there have been, past beliefs and rumors that some are very ancient, but that have hinted at it actually being of divine origin, sort of like an Eldar plant, sort of,
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
but dragon.
What's the policy on touching the plant?
Oh, the policies don't.
I don't need to.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So as you concentrate and focus your attention onto the tree, and
Luna's gonna meditate along with them.
Mhm.
Along with
okay, good to know. Because you said that, I'd like you both to make wisdom checks. Actually, religion checks. Excuse me. Roll however you'd like.
Because we're dealing with a tree, I am rolling a wood die.
Ooh,
Very nice.
I got an 18.
Me
19?
too. Oh, you got 19? Sorry. Yeah, 18.
Oh,
18.
double 18s. Very nice. This synchronization of sorts that happens as you're sincerely communicating about something that means a lot to you, Luna. And Arlin, your curiosity in regards to your open-mindedness with anything beyond life and what happens afterwards. It is your domain of expertise, as it were. Both of your minds just kind of tune in with each other. And there's this channeled connection, as it were, where you can kind of like get a sense of each other in this arcanic sense. And the light kind of focuses itself, the way it feels like it is. It's like the emanating light from that dome focuses itself on the two of you. And you feel this kind of just brief connection of being in synchronicity with each other. Being that, Luna, your faith is so strong in these deities, in these ancient dragons that you strongly have, with conviction, know to be truth, form the very world that you stand upon. Arlin, your open-mindedness to what lies beyond life is allowing you to understand this more from Luna. What is Luna thinking about at this time, after everything that's happened today?
The first thing is the dream is still kind of lingering, the fever dream nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
But thinking about their main mentor, Lorma, and their seemingly unique and stronger than Luna's ever read about or heard about or experienced connection with Tamara, and their direct communication with Bahama,
Okay.
and how sort of the connection with Arlin is bringing this healing energy and this sort of oneness, creating in consciousness in multiple dimensions at the same time.
Interesting. Arlin, your mind kind of expands in this moment. And you hearken back to those visions of this apocalyptic scene around you in this nightmare that you all seem to have shared, where the six-headed dragon of Tiamat appeared before all of you, as it felt like the world was ending around you, and the crashing of the ground underneath at the end that sucked you all into this bright light, hellish void. It shifts a bit, and the light now becomes more familiar to what you're being enveloped in now. And you feel a true, comfort in that. And there are these images around you that you can't quite picture clearly, but they do seem to be familiar shapes. Could they be memories of people? Could they be just the recency bias of who you've been surrounding yourself with so quickly? But they're familiar shapes in your mind, and they're comforting. And the clearest one, though, is of Luna, though, in front of you. And the space around you kind of feels like in this moment just dissipates so that the connection between you two in your combined faith is very strong. And
would they resemble what she sees in the night sky every night? Is it that comfort?
It's very similar.
Okay.
And that's what's very inviting about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then as it fades, the sound of everything around you just comes back into its normal pace, and you're back again in this setting, and you guys feel really relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Do I, Luma was a she, correct? Or?
Luna, they, them.
No, I know you're they, them, but you're your mentor?
Oh.
Is it Luma?
He, Lorma.
He, okay. Lorma, I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Sorry.
Since we got a lot between you two, Arlin, is there anything else you want to do?
No, that was going to be it. Whether Luna was in the room or not.
Right.
So she's content with that. And does she feel like she's welcome in this temple?
Absolutely.
Okay. Then she will likely take one of the rooms offered after bidding Luna goodnight.
Okay.
Bonne nuit.
And finally, Finn. What are we up to?
If there's either hallway or anything along those lines that kind of all the rooms enter into or towards, he's actually going to find essentially a wall that he could kind of pop up against and look towards the entire length of it, where he's going to take his armor off, put his broadsword down next to the side, put his back up against the wall, and just kind of slunk down till he's sitting down. Starts fiddling and just holding his hand axe that he has with him, while just kind of looking out over kind of a protector vibe and just deep in his own thought, and holding off any sort of rest or anything like that until everything seems like it's completely quiet, completely still, till he starts hearing the rest coming from everybody else who's around, as kind of that last bastion, last lookout over everybody. While he does this, he sits and just internally reflects with prayer towards Bahamut, thanking for bringing him along this far, and preparing him for anything that's going to be coming in the future.
And it's a routine you've done time and time again, and it's muscle memory at this point. Very much like you've been in any post you've had, where you've naturally felt the inclination to guard over anyone that you feel worthy fighting with alongside. And eventually, that moment does come for you. Everyone else is resting. It becomes very quiet and still in the halls. And there is a collective silence now. Storm has passed. The chimes have ceased. All the resident monks are either meditating in silence or sleeping, with the occasional solitary monk just taking its perimeter guard, giving you an acknowledgement before you end up falling asleep yourself. And as night comes, the day ahead allows for an all-new path for this journey of yours that you seem to be on together, brought about by strange circumstances, but perhaps for the best. And that's where we'll pick up next time.